We bought a studio. Well, sort of. It's our basement, but it's going to be our studio. The first step is clearing out all this junk. But the great news is that all this junk that used to be in a little 5 foot by 5 foot shed has the whole basement. We can even build out things to be more organized, more efficient. It's gonna be awesome. The most exciting part is this side room, where we bought a screen printing press. Don't mind the cable, the wireless mic's not working. Anyways, I mean, look at this beauty. It's a M&R Blue Max 2. I mean, I'm shocked we even got this monstrosity in this room, but this is gonna be awesome. I mean, compared to our one color jerry rig press, we can do up to 6 colors on a shirt. We can have multiple shirts on it. I mean, just look at this thing spin. Once this thing is up and running, we'll be churning out shirts in no time. We can have 4 shirts on it at once. We can finally do multicolor. This thing, so excited to use this once this is set up. We've had this stored in our parents' garage for months, just waiting for the space to use it. It's a little tight, but we're gonna make it work. I kind of want to share with you kind of the rough plans we have for the space. And besides screen printing, we need some space to do tie-dyes, a permanent space for tufting, making rugs, even just simple things like a spot for our computer that we haven't had yet, a spot to store stock, just a spot to just work. Even just kind of want this to have a vibe, you know. I want it to be just a cozy spot where you want to come down, you want to do some work. I want it to feel like its own unique kind of space. Like if you see photos of it, I don't want you to see or think that it's in a basement. I want it to be this kind of like, I want you to step into this world that is New Union Studio. So the main structure of the space out here is basically going to be workbenches, but workbenches that look nice. So here's kind of a couple photos, kind of our inspiration. In all simplicity, we're gonna kind of make workbenches, but then put kind of nice plywood facing on them. I want it to be a little more polished than a workbench, even though structurally underneath kind of the plywood frontings, it's a workbench construction. What's nice is there's pegboard right here, which we're gonna put up anyways. So we can kind of put, you know, we can have shelves up here to organize dyes, other kind of supplies, things like that. And then here, it's gonna be workbench all the way along this wall, probably honestly right to this height. And then I want it to extend this way to the workbench, more work area. But see this, and over here, the electrical panel, all that piping, that's where it gets a little dicey, because obviously we can't cover it up, but I kind of want to hide the brick wallness. I want it to be a lot of plywood. Again, there's kind of some obstacles in the way that's going to kind of prohibit that. So we kind of have to figure that out. But I think the overall layout, let's just sketch this out. We've got the stairs here. Come on, Apple Notes. All right, stairs. We've got a little bit of wall. This is going to be rough sketch, right? Little bit of wall. But then we've got roughly this much. And this is our screen printing room. Fine and dandy. And we'll kind of go over, I'm really close to the camera, I'm sorry. We're gonna go over the screen printing room in a second. That one's honestly gonna be pretty straightforward. So, pegboard wall here. Let's change colors. What color are we feeling, chat? Okay. So roughly here, again, we'll do rough measurements later. We're gonna have more workbench. But see, kind of what I wanna do is I want to make a plywood wall, in a sense. It's to kind of cover up the brick nastiness. Again, kind of create that feeling of it's in its own space. It's not in a grungy basement. But again, we've got this stuff. So we kind of have to figure that out. We can put workbenches below it and out of that, but to have kind of like a plywood wall is going to be a little tricky. Maybe that's some sort of curtain, something where you can still access this stuff when you need to, because it's electrical panel. You're going to need to. So another thing that I've thought about doing that I kind of want is a U shape, which we could maybe do right here. I want some sort of island, that way we can use it for tie-dyeing, and we can have all the shirts laid out and go on each side and tie-dye, and kind of have a system going. So that's kind of the idea of why I want some sort of island, or I can get around to it either on all 4 sides or 3 out of 4 sides. Along to that, the goal is to have great lighting. And again, got to figure this out, but great lighting for content, because we're going to be shooting a lot of content on here. So I want, you know, Instagram reels to look good. I don't have to worry about lighting. So probably a lot of smart lighting, some overhead lighting, so that basically wherever you go in the space, it's good lighting and you don't have to worry about it. Then I'm thinking over on this wall, you know, kind of the, if you've seen them on Instagram, the kind of pull out racks you can make for totes kind of on plywood. I want to do that so everything's organized. I can have shirts, hoodies, t-shirts, each in a bin. Fulfilling orders is going to be way easier now. Pull out the tote, pick out the shirt, put it in a bag. Now, our screen printing room is going to be semi-simple. We already got the pegboard up here, so I mean, we can have ink, squeegees, any other accessories. Super convenient, easy. I want to move this. It's kind of in a weird spot. And I want nice, white, even lighting over the screen printing for content purposes, and obviously to quality control the screen printing. And then somewhere over here, it's a little tight again. I don't know quite where yet, maybe right here, a flash dryer. It's going to increase our optimization and efficiency even better. Again, probably change the lighting, make it look nicer. Paint the walls, add some artwork, maybe vibe it up in here. Not really sure, but this room's pretty much already set. We've never built workbenches, done a lot of this construction stuff, but we're gonna take you along on the entire journey from now until it's done and we're producing stuff in it. We could not be more excited, so make sure you're subscribed.